so when you moved into the house you're living in now, the street was almost all black, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so what does it look like now?
So I live on this nice little block with small houses, and it has a really nice feel to it. People are very friendly. I would say the block is half young white professionals without children. Yeah. And the other half, maybe a third to a half, it would be longer term residents, African Americans, more in their 40s, 50s, 60s. And yeah. And actually they don't have children either. Their children are grown, or they never had children, so.
Right, because people, so it sounds like it's not really so family friendly as it might have once been.
Yeah, I think when we moved in here, there weren't that many children on the block. There was a family across from us who ended up moving out because they were victimized by one of those companies that buys up tax liens and then tax on thousands and thousands of dollars. And they didn't tell me that. I saw it in the tax records, but it had happened to them before that they hadn't paid taxes, but they'd gotten out of it. So anyway, but they moved out, and then later there was a couple of engineers who had a couple of children while they lived across the street from us, a white professional family, but they also moved out. They're not real big houses on our street, but yeah, I would say that it's sort of a combination of older African American residents. There's one long-term white non-Hispanic resident who was there when I got there, a carpenter, and then there's a white Hispanic lady lives across the street from me who's lived there many years. But yeah, there were some kids there when we moved, and all the kids have grown up and gone to college, or or the families moved. So not a lot of children down there.
You said you didn't think Potomac Garden should stay the way that it is. What kind of changes would you like to see in Potomac Garden?
Wow.
Yeah. Potomac, or even Hopkins,
Yeah.
which you're more familiar with, right?
Yeah. Well, I think what's really got to change, and I don't know how to do it, is employment opportunities. I mean, half of people under 21 in the city are unemployed, and the opportunities that are out there for kids who are not well educated are really, really, really bad. So, I think I don't know how you do that in our current economic situation with the structure of the economy, and also I don't think there's the political will to really do what needs to be done to really support people. And I feel like I'm not enough of an expert to really tell you what needs to be done, but it strikes me that sort of employment and education are central to the issue, and the housing situation is secondary. It's more of a symptom of the overall problem.